Hi, Phil. I'm Sydney,
Hi, Sydney.
Homeschool Movie Club. But I just would love to know how you got involved with Little Angels.
Well, I've been working with a group called Renegade Animation, who does the animation for Little Angels. And Ashley Postlewaite, who's one of the producers of the program, had called me up and said that there's a group, and I didn't say who it was, who wants to do a new series. And I've done several animated projects with Renegade. And so I said, sure, I'm always game for that. And they said, well, we're looking for somebody who, they're looking for somebody who understands and knows how to write for children and children in the Christian market. And I said, oh, well, okay. And they said, well, naturally, we thought of you. And I said, well, that's very nice of you. Thank you. And so then I met Jen Worthington and Roma, and they explained kind of what they had in mind with the Little Angels, and the rest, we just sort of worked things out and sort of came up with all the characters and made it work.
And you've done a lot of educational type shows. Was this the first preschool?
Yeah, this is the youngest. This will be the youngest audience that I've ever done anything
Is that different?
for. It is different. There's a real challenge to it because we got to keep it entertaining. By the same token, we really want to make sure that we get the educational view in there as well, the educational thing that we're looking for in there as well. And so that was a real challenge to try to keep that, keep it from seeming like we're just kind of fitting stuff in. And I hope it's worked out. I mean, we'll have to see.
Very cute. And there's a million ways you could portray angels.
Oh, sure.
So how did you decide what the angels would do or could do, or did you follow kind of a biblical model of angels? With
Yes, I did follow a biblical model of angels on several of the angels. And there's a whole raft of information that you can look up about angels. And so I tried to find the most reliable stuff that I could find, and then kind of base the characters off of those that I found. And so then we wanted to make sure that we gave each of the angels some sort of characteristic or some sort of thing that made them special and stand out. And so Michael the Archangel, well, that was easy. He's going to be the leader of everything. And Gabriel has a horn, and Dina, well, I wanted to make her, she's kind of the angel of intelligence and of mathematics. And so I thought, well, it would be nice to give her a little iPad, kind of device. And so we sort of, I sort of kind of looked at the angels and said, what else could I do that will make them kid-friendly and give them something that's kind of instantly recognizable in a specialty area for them?
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah, it's been a lot of fun. They're very fun characters, very cute characters, and I think that the animation on this is kind of, it's different from what you'll see in the Christian market, pretty much, I think. I think it's kind of unique in that respect. So I think it's going to work out for them really well.
So they're learning the ABCs, Bible stories, and anything else?
Well, numbers. The first three videos, the first one deals with the ABCs, letters, and then the second one deals with numbers, and the third one deals with animals. And so we're telling Bible stories in there and making sure everything is really biblically related. We have the story of Jonah at one point, and Noah and the ark, and the walls of Jericho and things like that. So trying to make those characters fun and funny without going too far with it and being disrespectful, and still keeping the angels really involved in it, and then teaching the lessons as well.
Now you've worked on Adventures in Odyssey and some 3-2-1 Penguins, or
yeah.
So as homeschoolers, a lot of them are, take projects on themselves in high school. If you were to give advice to someone who wanted to do something similar to your career path, what did you do and how would you go about doing that?
Well,
it's probably a winding road to where you are right now.
Well, yes, it is. I am a TV baby. Okay, so even in midlife, I can admit that right now. Basically, I grew up plopped in front of a television set and saw all the classic cartoons and memorized them and could recite them ever since I was very, very little. And so I knew that I wanted to do this from the time I was really small. And the first thing I wanted to do was act. And well, if you come out to Los Angeles, everybody said, oh, you got a unique look. I'm from Arizona originally, and so I came out to Los Angeles, and everybody, oh, you got this really, really unique look. You'll be great. They'll love you. And you read in the trade magazines of an audition that describes you, person, your height, your coloring, your hair color, everything. You go, that's me. I got this one down. They're going to love me. I go there. There are 50 guys who look just like me. So I thought, well, maybe there's something different that I need to do. And I always liked writing. When I was in high school, we did show after show after show where we did sketches and fun little, funny little comedic sketches and things, and plays. And so I said, I think writing is something that I have always wanted to do even more. So I turned to writing. And when I decided to do writing, I went back to all the influences that I had as a kid. Most of my cultural references are all popular cultural references, even when I try to make a point about something. So they're all, and they're all from the 1960s television shows. So they're Gilligan's Island, and they're the Wild Wild West, and they're, all these Star Trek, big time Star Trek. And then, of course, all the Jay Ward cartoons, all Rocky and Bullwinkle and Dudley Do-Right. And so that was basically my background. And I loved those voices, and I loved the writing, the witty writing. And I thought, I got it when I was a kid, and I think kids are a lot smarter than sometimes we give them credit for, and they get it too. And what I didn't get, my folks got. So they would watch them too, and then they would laugh.
Yeah.
And if the folks are laughing, I wanted to laugh, because I want to know, why are you laughing? What's funny about that? And then later on, I realized, oh, that's what's funny about that. So in my work, I've always tried to emulate that, layer it so that, for the target audience, absolutely, that's who I'm writing it for, but something for the parents as well, something for the older brothers and sisters, because they're going to watch it just as much as the little kids watch it and listen to it.
So learning to write is one of, even if you want to be an actor, learning to write is super
I think
important.
everybody who, in any discipline, whether you're a writer, an actor, or director, you should always do both of the other ones. So as a director, you should learn to write and act, and as an actor, you should learn to write and direct, and as a writer, you should learn to direct and act. I think it's really important, because this is all collaborative medium, and everybody has to work together.
Yeah, great advice. Thank you.
Thank you.